Okay guys, Assalamualaikum guys, and hi and good morning. Okay, so this is the tutorial for the basic Photoshop. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Right, so this is supposedly our final work. Okay, so before that, I just open our new document. Okay, just file new and just go to print, choose for your paper size, and then for me I just maintain the orientation as landscape, and then just ignore the details. Just make sure for me I just use RGB color white, and I just create it. Okay, all right, so this is our workspace, okay, in white. All right, and then we have a menu bar up here. So we have a file, edit, image, layer, type, select, filter, 3D view, window, and help. All right, so and then on your left side, you will see there is a one toolbox here. Okay, so there is a lot of tools here, right? And then on your right side is the panel, what we call panel. Okay, so usually you can see, okay, you will see there is a panel layer, channel, path, and sort of, okay, there's other panel here. All right, but if, okay, if you suddenly maybe close the layer suddenly, maybe just close, and then you want to search for it again or open it again, you just go to the menu bar up here, and then just click window, and then you just search for a layer. All right, so just click layer, then there you are. Okay, the panel layers. Okay, so next is this is all the tools here. Right, we have move tool. Right, and then we have the elliptical marquee, or what we call marquee tool. Okay, so this is for the for creating an active line, okay, based on the shape here. All right, so you can click and hold on the icon, and then you can see there is a rectangular marquee, elliptical marquee, single, and marquee column for column or row. But usually if you want to use you can use rectangular and elliptical marquee, all right, to create an active line. All right, so next is lasso. So lasso is the tools that we will use for cutting. Okay, so in Photoshop, you will see when you click and hold, you can see there is a lasso tool, horizontal lasso, and magnetic. Okay, so you can choose either one. All right, so basically, normally, the simple and the easiest one is the polygonal. All right, but if you want to use the lasso or magnetic, it's up to you. All right, so next is object selection tool. Okay, and then for this icon, you can click and hold, and then you can see there is a quick selection and magic wand. You can try to use the quick selection. Okay, and you can try to use the magic wand also. Okay, all right, so later on I will use it. Okay, so next is crop tool. Okay, so this is for you to crop the workspace lah. All right, and then when you click and hold, there is a few more. Okay, but you no need to use that one for our assignment one. Okay, for the basic things. Okay, and then this one is the frame tool. You can create the frame tools, and you can drag any pictures. Okay, inside the frame. Okay, all right, next is eyedropper tool. So this is for you to pick any color, okay, from the picture, any picture that you have here, okay, and then you just click the eyedropper, and then you just click any color, okay, in the picture. Okay, so next is spot healing brush. Okay, and then we have brush tool. This is normally for you to brush any stroke, okay, on top of your workspace. Okay, next is clone stamp tool. So this is for duplicate any part, okay, in the particular picture or part in the picture, so that you can paste anywhere to make it like maybe more soft, or maybe if you have any watermarks, okay, in your picture, you can just rub it off. Okay, so next is history brush tool. Okay, and then next is eraser tools. Okay, so normally eraser to erase some part. Okay, and then there is for eraser we have a few more options. And then when you click the brush, okay, when you click the eraser icon, okay, when you pick this, and then you can see there is an option up here for the eraser. Okay, then you can try to click this one, okay, this option, so that you can see you can reduce the size of the eraser, okay, the hardness, and even you have a few option for the character brush, ataupun dengan kata lain there is a character for your eraser lah. Okay, because I pick the eraser now. So normally during this basic tutorial, I just use this soft round and the hard round only. Alright. Okay, and then you can see there is an opacity option. You can reduce the option for opacity, and you can use the tool. Alright. Okay, next is gradient tool. Okay, for now we didn't use this one, okay, not yet. And then there is a blur tool. If you want to use the blur tool, no problem at all. And then this is the burn tool. Okay, normally burn tool I will use it as a basic for shadow. Okay, it's easier for you to learn to handle the mouse. All right, so it is easier and easy for beginner, all right, senang cerita. Okay, so this is for you to create the shadow or any part that you want to make it like darker, right? So no need to be more no need to be professional, okay, for now. All right, so this is only the basic tools, okay, or basic effects for editing and manipulating, okay, a few images in one outward. All right, so next is pen tool. We didn't use this pen tool, not yet. All right, so this is basically you can create any path. All right, and then there is a horizontal type tool. Okay, so horizontal type tool is for you to create any text. All right, so normally when you click text or click this icon, then you will see there is up here there is an option for the text character, and there is a size. Okay, you can reduce the size. All right, and then there is a option for the paragraph. All right, so next is path selection tool. Okay, so if you create any path, okay, you can move by using this tools. And then next is basic shapes. There is a rectangular tool, okay, meaning that it's just a rectangular box. All right, so if you click and hold, you can see there is a more option on the basic shapes. Okay, so there is a rounded rectangle, ellipse, polygon. All right, so basically we didn't use this one, but if you want to use it later on, you can try it on. Okay, and then this is the hand tool, and then the hand tool is this one is the tool for you to move any part of the image, and then the shortcut key is space bar. Okay, you can just space bar on your keyboard. Okay, and you can see the cursor will suddenly change to icon hand. All right, and the last one is zoom. All right, zoom in or zoom out. So this is the tool, like usually we will minus and plus minus. All right, and the shortcut key for zoom in and zoom out is control plus, control minus, or for those who are using Mac, you can press command minus or command plus. Okay. All right. So I think okay, this one is set foreground color. Okay. So this is it. This one is your toolbox. All right. So next, okay, we will start to drag picture. Okay. For me, I usually will drag the picture from the folder outside of the Photoshop. So I just drop one picture for the sea. Okay, so this is the my first picture for the background. So this is actually the half underwater picture. Okay, so after I just drag this picture, there is a box, a blue box, so you can drag it off. Okay, you can try to drag and just make it like this. Okay, don't worry about this pixelated image. Okay, don't worry, just press enter. Okay, so after that, just go to the right side. Okay, layers. You can see there is a new layer here. Okay, so the new layer is the latest one. So you may double click on this name and you can rename it. So I just put it as C. Okay, and then you can see there is a small icon that we call smart object thumbnail. Okay, so smart object thumbnail is actually another image. So maybe sometimes you cannot do something on this layer. So such as, okay, if I click this eraser, okay, I cannot do anything. It's been avoiding me to do anything on top of this layer. So how to close this smart object icon is just you have to right click and go to rasterize layer. Okay, right click, rasterize layer. All right, so it will be gone. All right, so now if you click the eraser, now you can do something. Okay, on this layer. Right, so every time when you see the smart object icon, okay, in your layer, okay, just right click and rasterize. Okay, so next is I just want to drag my first picture, that is a ball, right? So this is my object. All right, so now if suddenly you just click enter, okay, like this, and you want to make it, you want to resize it again, just go with Control T or Command T. Okay, Terengganu. Okay, so Control T. Okay, so Control T is a shortcut key for resize, and then you may drag the corner, and then or you may rotate the image. Okay, alright, if you're done, just enter. Alright, so now there is a smart object icon. I just right click, rasterize. Okay, next is I want to erase this white area. Okay, so how I want to erase this white area? Okay, so now I want to use the magic wand. Okay, magic wand, just click magic wand, and then you just click in the white area, at the white area. So just click one time. Okay, so this is what we call active line. Okay, the moving line, active line. So when you click one time using magic wand is actually the tools that will pick the same color at one time. So when I pick this area, white color, so it will go together with the other white area. Okay, so after I have the active line, and I just click delete at my keyboard, delete, just like that. Okay, and how I want to um, disappear this active line, I just click the marquee selection, and then I just click one time at the picture. at my workspace. All right, so this is what I got. Okay, and then you can use the move tool to move the image. Okay, so just place it wherever you want. Okay, for example, I want to make it like here. All right, so now next is I want to make it like it's half of the ball under the water. Right, so I just use the eraser. All right, I just use the eraser. So option first, I use the hard round, and then I reduce the opacity to half, and I reduce the flow, and I make it the brush more bigger. Okay, just make it bigger. So the shortcut key for the brush, okay, for the size of the brush eraser is the open bracket and close bracket. That one is the shortcut key, okay, on the side of the keyboard P. All right, so close bracket, okay, open bracket, close bracket, okay, bigger and smaller. All right, so now I just go with one time. I just want it to make it bigger, and I just go with one time like this. Done. Just one time. I just click and hold and go for it. Okay, and then now next I just change the brush to soft round and still use the same opacity and flow, and then I just erase some part down here. Okay, zoom in, control plus, okay, smaller brush, okay, I just make it like, okay, it's up to you, okay, how do you want to use the um, brush, okay, so no problem at all, okay, something like this, okay. Okay, all right. So, okay, all right. So if you think that suddenly you just wrongly edit the image, just press Control Z. Okay, Control Z. All right, Control Z or Command Z. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, done. So for me, I'm done with my water and my ball. All right, so for now it's just something like this. All right, so if you want to adjust the color of the ball, okay, make sure you have to pick the right layer. Please don't pick C layer. Okay, just pick ball layer and then go to image adjustment. You may try with hue saturation. Okay, here's duration. You may change the color of the ball if you want to by using the hue. Okay, if you like pink color, you can change to pink. Or if you like orange, okay, green color, okay. So blue, all right. So for me, I just want to make it like just remain red, okay. But I just want to reduce a little bit on the saturation. Okay, saturation lower a bit. Okay, so this one is lightness. Okay, I don't want to change my lightness, just make it 0. Okay, so I think I just change this saturation to negative 31. Right, so just okay. Okay, same goes to the layer C. If you want to reduce or change the adjustment of the color, then you can. All right, just reduce. If you want to reduce the saturation, okay, you may change, or even maybe a little bit of the bluish. Okay, all right, nicely change. All right, if you're done, then okay. Okay, all right, next is I want to cut a person or a human. Right, I just drag this picture of the human. Okay, so you can see this layer is under the ball layer. Okay, so now I just drag this layer and then put it on top of all the layer, and then I just go with rasterized layer. Okay, and then I just go with lasso. I want to cut it using lasso. Okay, so if you want to cut it using lasso, you have to normally click one by one. Okay, but this is the human, so it's basically it's too hard for me to use the polygonal. Okay, I changed the quick selection. It's just simple and more faster. Okay, okay, so this is the picture. I just click and hold. Okay, okay, I just click and hold like this. Okay, click and hold like this. Okay, so this is normally my quick selection option. Okay, so now I want to make it like more smooth, and I have to zoom in a little bit and make sure all the part is selected. Okay, okay, but if suddenly you see there is an other part of the image that you didn't want to pick, okay, just you can press option. Okay, option on your keyboard. Okay, option keyboard for negative. Okay, so positive, negative. So negative is for drag the active line to be inside. Okay, so just make it inside. You can make it the brush smaller. Okay, negative. Okay, press the option button. All right, and then I think there is a certain part here. Okay, option button. And then I think, okay, this is two. All right. Don't worry about the picture, okay, because maybe some of the picture is a little bit low res, right? Okay, so all right, so this is I have to move it out. Okay, just play with the plus to make it inside minus. Okay, all right, so I think that's all. Okay, all right, so now I have the active line. Okay, the active line on top of this rock climbing layer. Okay, so now I want to copy and paste this inside area. Okay, so copy and paste. The shortcut key is Ctrl C and the paste is Ctrl V. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So you can see there is a new layer here. Okay, so you can close your eyes. Okay, so this is the new layer for the human. So I just put human here. Okay, and then Ctrl T to resize. Okay, so I just click it and put it here, rotate it a little bit. Okay, or if you want to make it bigger, just make it bigger a little bit. And then if okay, just press enter. All right. Okay, all right. So I think that's done for me. Okay, okay, all right. So now, okay, so I have to delete this area. So you can choose by using magic wand if you want to, and then just delete, and this area to delete. All right. Okay. So any part of this image, okay, this is the easier part. Okay, if you want to make it, if you want to use the eraser, you can use the eraser. Okay, so you can use the hot one. Okay, and make it smaller brush, and then you may make sure you just use the 100. Okay, Simple. Simple as that. Okay, so maybe some of the part can erase just a bit because this human is too small, okay, for this artwork, so no problem. Okay, just make it slightly simple. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, so now, I want you to try burn tool. Okay, so we try to use the burn tool. Okay, use the burn tool. Make sure you just arrange the exposure down a little bit, reduce it a little bit, and then what you should do is you have to make sure you have to pick the right area for the shadow. Okay, and then please, if you want to burn the area for the shadow, don't burn on top of the human layer. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to click the ball, and then you have to burn the ball to create a shadow lah, a shadow for the human. So I just put it nicely with the, okay, under the feet. Okay, something like that. Okay, and also you can make it darker between the water area. Okay, something. All right. Okay. All right. Something like that. Okay. Simple. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's how you create the shadow, simple shadow. Okay. And then you may drag another picture if you want to. Okay. For me, I just want to drag a shark. Okay. So I just enter this layer, drag it on top of all the layer, rasterize. Okay, and then because the background is white, so I just can use the magic wand, and then I just delete. Okay, so click one time by using marquee, and then the active line will be disappear. Okay, but okay, I just undo first, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, so if you want to cutting using polygonal, okay, you can try on, no problem. Okay, you can try on. Okay, make sure if you cut using lasso, you have to cut a little bit slightly inside the image. Okay, it's okay. Okay, I just cut it okay, I just cut it like this. Okay, and then just go around the corner. Okay, so if you want to cut maybe a coral later on, okay, you can cut it using lasso if you want to. Okay, if you think that the magic, okay, for example, if the background is a solid width, maybe there is a fish, maybe there is a coral, maybe there is a lot of things behind the shark, then what you can do is you only can cut the shark by using the lasso. Okay, you cannot use the magic wand lah. Okay, make sure you cut nicely and gently by clicking one time at one click at a time. Okay, because when you double click, okay, and it will suddenly merge with the first part. Okay, with the first step up there. Okay, that's the warning lah. Okay, so if suddenly you, oh madam, how I want to undo this step, okay, you can just press the backspace, okay, backspace, and then it will be undo. Okay, no need to press Ctrl Z, just backspace, just press backspace or delete. Okay, so I just go zoom in a little bit. Okay, for the teeth. Okay, for the teeth area, I teeth area. Okay, space. Okay. Okay, this time I just show you how to use the polygonal lah. Alright, even though I have easiest way. Okay, so we have the active line now. Okay, you can Control C and Control V, copy and paste, Control C and Control V. Okay, you may close the eyes previous layer. Okay, so this is what you got by using the polygonal lasso. Okay, you can try to use the burn tool. Okay, you can try to use the blur tool, okay, to blur the sharp area, okay, if you want to. All right, so this is how you minimize the sharp area. Okay, so this what I got by using the polygonal lasso. Okay, I think okay lah. Alright, this one is just simple and we have to cut time. Alright, so I think this. Okay, so Ctrl T to resize. Okay, alright. So I have a shark here. Okay, I just want to make this shark. Okay, this shark. Rotate it to this area, or just face it to the human picture. Okay, so how I want to rotate this shark. Okay, so just pick the layer one. Okay, so this is the shark layer. Okay, so this one is the previous layer. I just delete this previous. So this one is previous. Just delete the previous. Okay, so I have the sea, I have the ball, human and shark. So now I just want to move this shark, okay, facing the other side. So I just select the shark layer and go to edit. You can pick the transform and you can flip it horizontal. Okay, horizontal. So you can put it here if you want to. Okay, just maybe make it a little bit bigger. Oh, kan nampak penuh sikit. Okay, so fully enter. Okay, just enter, and then you can start to use the eraser. I want to use the hard one, and then makes my brush more bigger. Okay, I just want it to be one shot. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I have to reduce the opacity. Okay. Reduce the opacity, the flow, and then yes, like that. Okay. So I change the soft round. I make it like okay. Then I may brush it a little bit. Okay. And then I just go at the waterline. Okay. And just maybe need to make it one side. Okay. Right. Okay, all right. Okay, now I have. Okay, all right. Okay, so you may edit a few part of the underwater area for this shark. Okay, to make it like soft. Right. Okay. So now, if you want to use the clone stamp, okay, for the sea, you can use the clone stamp, okay, reduce the opacity a little bit, and you can click option and copy one part, and you may paste that part. Okay, click. Okay, so that one, if you want to learn for the clone stamp, maybe I will teach you in another tutorial. Okay. All right. So next I want to click the sharps and use the burn tool. Okay. So just make it burn. Okay. At the area of the surface. Okay, something like that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so next I just drag another picture. I think maybe I can drag one underwater picture. Okay, so this is the underwater picture. Okay, so I just click enter, rasterize layer, and then okay, for now, by select this underwater on a coral. Okay, this coral picture, this coral layer. Now I want you to try this option. Okay, option layer. Okay, dissolve, darker, multiply, color burn, mini burn, darker burn. Okay, you can choose any of this option. Okay, so for me, maybe I will proceed with the overlay. Okay, I just enter. So control T. Okay, I just want to make it bigger, and I drag it a little bit down here like this. Okay. Alright. Okay, so just click enter. All right, so now I just use the eraser. Okay, with the soft a bit. Okay, the bigger brush, and I just brush. Make it like 48 maybe. Okay, all right. Okay, a few times, a few times, a few times. Okay, all right. So nicely done. Okay, I'm doing the cutting for the island. Okay, so this is it. Okay, Control T, resize. Okay, put it here, enter, and I use the brush for eraser. I'm using the soft round. Okay, don't forget to rasterize, rename as island, and just erase a few parts. Okay, you can erase nicely. Okay. Okay, something like that. All right. So I just using eraser and erase some parts of the island. All right. So next is maybe I just want to make it like heart. So I use the heart round. 800, something like that. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so next is I just want to adjust first the adjustment for hues duration. Okay, reduce the saturation for the island a little bit. Okay, right. Then next is okay. I wanna drag one background. Okay, maybe I may use this background. Okay, so this is the effects or background for the night background. Okay, so this is maybe I just use the overlay, but first just rasterize layer and then as effects. Okay, I just want to use this picture as an effect, but change the, you can try to use the screen. It will be something like this, or maybe you want to make it harder by using the overlay. Okay, it's up to you lah. All right, if you want to use this one, it's okay, or overlay is okay, but I think I may use this overlay. It's a little bit harder, so just zoom out. Okay, Control T, just make it like this. Okay. Okay, done. And then okay. All right. So now by using the eraser, okay, I just use the soft eraser. Okay, with an opacity of maybe 27, flow like 29 or 13. Make it a big razor, and I just rub it off lah. All right, a few times, make it a bit harder, and then like that. Okay, all right, and then okay. Something like that. Okay. Okay, right. So okay, so I just erase some parts of it and together with the eyelid. Okay, so you see in this layer I just erase the middle part so that it will be little bit of multiply, okay, transparency, okay, so you can see the shark, the ball, the human together with the eyelid. Okay, so you may erase some parts of maybe this area of the coral. Okay, all right, something like that. Okay, so this is the final look. Okay, so it's up to you. If you want to add on more picture, you may put your picture. Okay, you may put maybe an aeroplane here, or maybe helicopter, or maybe a hot balloon. Okay, so just up to you. All right, so last but not least, just save file, save as. Okay, and then okay, save on my computer. Okay, so I just put it as tutorial 1. Okay, you can save as Photoshop file, or if you want to save as JPEG also can, okay, by using the JPEG. All right, or if you want to save as Photoshop PDF also can. All right, so meanwhile I think I just save as Photoshop. Okay, so and then just save and replace, and then okay. All right, so that's all. Okay, so thank you so much. See you in the next video. Thank you.